Hey there, my amazing royal watchers. I hope you're all having a fantastic day so far. Welcome to another episode of Untold Royal Secrets. It's your favorite royal critic back here again. And today, I hope you're all settled in with your cups of tea because I've got some absolutely explosive news that sent waves through the royal family. It appears that our favorite spotlight-hungry former actress has managed to infuriate King Charles and Queen Camilla once again. And this time, it might just be the final straw that breaks this already fractured family apart for good. So now, according to the bombshell report in the Daily Mail's Eden Confidential column, Meghan Markle is desperate to be loved, desperate for power, and desperate to outdo the royals in everything she does. Can you believe the audacity? While our beloved working royals are diligently carrying out their duties with dignity and grace, Meghan is across the pond playing some kind of bizarre one-upmanship game with a thousand-year-old institution she abandoned. The most telling insights come from Lizzie Cundy, a television presenter and former friend of Meghan's who hasn't minced her words about the Duchess of Delusion. According to Cundy, Meghan lacks likability in spades. And isn't that just the understatement of the century? Lizzie hit the nail on the head when she said that no matter how much influence or money Meghan accumulates, she can't buy the natural likability that our Catherine possesses in abundance. It's like watching someone try to purchase class from a department store. It simply doesn't work that way. Catherine radiates genuine warmth, compassion, and dignity without even trying, while Meghan puts on this carefully choreographed performance that feels about as authentic as her jam that doesn't contain enough fruit to legally be called jam. The contrast couldn't be more stark, and the British public can see right through the facade. What's particularly heartbreaking in all this is the effect it's having on Harry. According to Cundy, our once beloved prince looks deeply unhappy and is worried about his father's health while missing his family in the United Kingdom. Well, Harry, there's a simple solution to that problem, isn't there? Stop enabling your wife's constant attacks on your family and actually stand up for the institution that gave you everything. But I suppose that would require a backbone, something Harry seems to have misplaced somewhere between London and Monteto. This latest controversy comes at a particularly sensitive time with King Charles still managing health concerns. Can you imagine how painful it must be for a father to see his son completely under the thumb of a woman who seems determined to overshadow and outdo the very family that welcomed her with open arms? Charles is dealing with serious health issues while still fulfilling his duties as monarch. And instead of supporting him during this difficult time, Harry and Meghan continue their relentless campaign of self-promotion and family sabotage. The Daily Mail points out that Charles and Camilla have privately expressed their displeasure over the Sussexes' constant media exposure, but in typical royal fashion, they've maintained their dignity publicly. That's the fundamental difference between the working royals and the Hollywood royals, isn't it? One group understands that duty comes before self, while the other puts personal gain and ego above everything else. Cundy's revelation about Meghan's appearance at the Los Angeles Children's Hospital Gala is particularly telling. According to her, the Duchess's presence had the sole objective of being photographed and reinforcing her personal image. This is a pattern we've seen time and again, turning charitable events into personal photo opportunities, using good causes as backdrops for the Meghan show. Remember how Diana used her platform to genuinely advance causes she cared about, often without cameras present. Meghan seems to have missed that lesson entirely. Since stepping back from royal duties in 2020, Harry and Meghan have been involved in a constant stream of controversies. From that infamous Oprah interview filled with half-truths and outright fabrications to their Netflix documentary that rewrote history to suit their victim narrative, to Harry's book Spare that portrayed family confidences for profit, each venture more desperate than the last, each project more transparently self-serving than its predecessor. What's particularly gling is how they continue to profit from their royal connections while simultaneously trying to tear down the institution. They abandon their duties but cling to their titles. They claim to want privacy but invite Netflix cameras into their home. They say they want reconciliation but continue to publicly attack family members who cannot respond. The hypocrisy is simply staggering. Meanwhile, our working royals carry on with such dignity. William and Catherine, despite Catherine's health challenges, continue to put duty first. Their recent public appearances have shown such strength and unity, the couple truly committed to service rather than celebrity. King Charles maintains a grueling schedule of engagements despite his own health concerns, embodying the never complain, never explain ethos that has served the monarchy so well. Queen Camilla has proven herself a dedicated and supportive consort, winning over a once skeptical public through years of quiet, consistent service. The contrast with the Sussexes couldn't be more stark. While the working royals build things, create legacy institutions, and support worthy causes without seeking personal glory, Harry and Meghan seemed to leave a trail of collapsed deals, abandoned projects, and fractured relationships in their wake. Their Spotify partnership ended in failure. Their Netflix content has been mediocre at best. Their charitable foundation seems more focused on PR than actual output. And now they are reduced to selling overpriced jam and doing sponsored content. What's particularly sad is that it didn't have to be this way. Harry and Meghan could have carved out a meaningful role within the monarchy, bringing fresh perspectives and modernizing influences while respecting tradition and protocol. They could have been powerful ambassadors for the crown, particularly in Commonwealth nations. Instead, they chose this path of constant conflict and commercial exploitation, burning bridges that may never be rebuilt. According to sources close to the palace, there's growing concern about the upcoming royal events and whether any rapprochement between the Suss and the rest of the family is even possible. At this point, the emotional distance seems to be growing larger by the day, and with each new controversy, the possibility of reconciliation becomes increasingly remote. Royal commentators I've spoken with suggest that Harry's silence in the face of this latest controversy speaks volumes. Is he finally beginning to realize the damage that's been done? Is he questioning the path they've chosen? Or is he simply too far under Meghan's influence to speak up even when his father's health and family relationships are at stake? One veteran royal correspondent told me, "Harry was once the most popular royal after the Queen. He had the charm, the common touch, the ability to connect with people from all walks of life. To see him reduced to this, a silent partner in his wife's American adventure, is truly heartbreaking. The Royal Marines, the Invictus Games, his mental health advocacy. He had built something meaningful, and now it's all overshadowed by constant family drama. What makes this situation even more frustrating is how predictable it's become. Every few months there's another Sussex controversy, another boundary crossed, another bridge burned. It's as if they need the constant drama and attention to remain relevant. Because without the royal connection, what do they actually offer? What unique skills or talents do they bring to the table? Harry's primary qualification is being born royal, and Meghan's is having married him. Without the titles and connections, they are just another wealthy couple in California with vague content creation ambitions. The impact on the monarchy itself shouldn't be underestimated. While the institution has weathered far greater storms over its thousand-year history, the constant drip-drip of Sussex drama does create needless distractions from the important work being done by the working royals. Every hour spent managing the fallout from another Harry and Meghan controversy is an hour that could be dedicated to planning meaningful engagements, supporting worthy causes, or addressing the genuine challenges facing the nation. Yet, through it all, the monarchy endures. William and Catherine continue to grow in stature and popularity, preparing thoughtfully for their future roles, King Charles is steadily establishing his own reign after the long and illustrious reign of Queen Elizabeth Roman II. The continuity and stability that the monarchy provides remains a source of comfort and pride for millions around the world. Perhaps the most telling aspect of this whole saga is how the public perception has shifted. When Harry and Meghan first left, there was significant sympathy for them in many quarters. People wanted to believe their narrative of seeking freedom from an outdated institution. But as time has passed, as their actions have contradicted their words, as their commercial ambitions have become increasingly transparent, that sympathy has evaporated. Now, polling on both sides of the Atlantic shows declining support for the Sussexes, while approval for the working royals remains strong. It's a tale of two paths, isn't it? One guided by duty, tradition, and genuine service, the other by commercial interests, personal grievances, and what appears to be an increasingly desperate attempt to remain relevant. I know which path I respect more, and I think most of you feel the same way. As for the future, who knows what fresh drama awaits us? Will Harry ever find the courage to stand up to his wife and rebuild the bridges that have been burned? Will Meghan ever realize that true likability comes from authenticity, not careful image management? Will the Sussex brand continue its seemingly inevitable decline into irrelevance? Only time will tell, but based on their track record so far, I'm not holding my breath for any meaningful change. What do you think about this latest controversy? Are you as disappointed in Harry and Meghan's behavior as I am? Do you think there's any hope for reconciliation between the Sussexes and the working royals? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your perspectives. Before I sign off, I want to send my continued love and support to Princess Catherine as she navigates her health journey. Her grace, strength, and dignity during this difficult time has been truly inspirational and represents everything that's right about our royal family. Until next time, keep supporting our wonderful working royals who deserve our admiration and respect. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more royal updates and insights. Peace out.